Alright guys, so something a little different here. I'm usually filming my meals and showing you guys with some background music and throwing some macros up there on the screen. Figure why not just film me eating. Hopefully I have something intelligent to say. I always have a lot of thoughts going on in this head of mine, so figured I'd eat, do some work on the computer, and kind of just chill and see what comes out. First meal of the day. It's actually 10:12 right now. Woke up at about 7 today. It's my off day. Yesterday was a refeed day, so feeling pretty full. My muscle bellies are definitely popping, seeing more definition. It's interesting to note that 240 grams of carbs can make such a huge difference in your physique. And during my peak week, I'll probably be taking in roughly 1,000. So going to be very interesting to see what, over 1,000 grams of carbs will do to my physique, especially after I carb deplete first. So that's gonna be a fun time. But yeah, first meal of the day, same thing as usual. Got 50 grams of whey protein, Optimum Nutrition. Got some ginger ale, caffeine-free diet, of course. Wyman's blueberries, got some peanut butter in there, oatmeal, little bit of cinnamon. Looks good, guys. Not gonna make this super long. One thing recently that I've been thinking about a lot lately as I really delve deeper and deeper into lower body fat percentages, fatigue is higher, cortisol is higher, is just executing and not really thinking much at all, if possible. Not thinking about how you're feeling, not relating to your emotional state. It's more like just letting your body do what it's been doing for years during training. Just kind of not thinking about really too many cues anymore, not thinking about hyping yourself up, just letting your body do what it's been doing for years and years. I think that definitely helps execute your training and really your overall prep at a high level. You kind of tap into this intelligence that isn't really thought. It's kind of just second nature. And I think there's a difference between being intelligent from a thought perspective, like thinking, okay, I have to retract my scapula here, I have to, push my knees out here on squats, I need to engage this muscle more, etc., versus letting your body take over. And I think that really helps as you get deeper and deeper into prep, where it gets real. I'm about 3 weeks and 6 days out from the first show, and then the second show is to be determined. Another note that I like to touch on is posing. Got extremely technical with my posing this prep. Now it's time to really condition the posing. So I will be posing a lot, 4 to 6 times a week, quite a bit of time per session, making sure that I could hold my poses on stage effortlessly. Anyone who's competed in sport knows that practice and game day are two different things. You're gonna get more tired way quicker during game day, just for the simple fact that your adrenaline is just through the roof. You need to account for that. You need to account for things that are unforeseen. As you get closer to game day in any sport, you want to become more sport specific. The training really is going to be over, and then posing takes over on game day. You want to make sure that specifically your posing is the most important thing on game day. Little things here and there that I've been doing, buying tanning stuff, got all my posing trunks ready to go, purple and black. As far as my night show routine, it's going to be rather quick. Figure maybe 30 seconds. So all the little details are starting to come out now. Probably drive up a day or two early, settle in New Jersey. Have to schedule the polygraph, writing a list of all the things that you're gonna need on game day. I actually just might make this little conversation the entire video for this week. Haven't been filming training that much. It's important that I stay focused in the gym, execute at the highest level I can, and then get out and start my day. So I kind of exhausted that avenue. I mean, you guys see my training, my nutrition, you've seen me pose. So I'll get into more of like the inner workings of the prep and my journey, and maybe I'll vlog the car ride over. Anyone who's been on a prolonged fat loss diet understands you must scrape the bowl and then lick it. It's only natural. It's funny, I was having a conversation with Sam Okanola, if you don't know who that is, and you are into tested bodybuilding, shame on you. He was the IPE world champion, which is a top natural bodybuilding organization. We were talking about how you're very hyper-focused, especially during prep. It's almost like you tap into a different energy system when you're hungry all the time. Also, how after prep is over, you miss feeling fatigued and going through the suffering it takes to get into conditioning. And then I was thinking about after this prep is over, food won't taste as good. And I was like, wow, I'm gonna miss that too. That's why people who kind of eat whatever they want all the time, they really don't appreciate the food and they really don't taste it. Like, they're tasting food, but they're not really tasting the finer sensations and taste. And when you could have an overabundance of anything in life, you just don't appreciate it after a while. I'm very grateful that I get to go through this process, really appreciate the food that I have available to me. Because believe it or not, people, there are people out there who don't have food and they're starving. And they don't even have the luxury of cooking and choosing what foods they want to eat and how much they want to eat of it. Again, this prep just brings about different perspectives, healthy perspectives. It makes you appreciate a lot of things, makes you appreciate going out to eat with your family and your friends and spending time with them, makes you appreciate having more energy. And I think that's why tested bodybuilders in particular, and people who achieve great success in anything that have to work very hard and sacrifice, they have a different perspective and viewpoint on life, because delaying gratification and pleasure and going through unpleasant or uncomfortable feelings for long periods of time will then make you appreciate when you do have some comfort, some pleasure here and there, and it's amplified. That's very good for anyone to really go through. I'm just very appreciative that I get to go through this process. I'm doing what I love every day, no matter how hard it gets. That's the bottom line. It's good to take a step back and just think, wow, I'm not going to be able to do this forever. There's a finite time period that you're going to have as an athlete that ends at a certain point. I'm appreciative that I'm just able to do this every day, and I appreciate you guys for following along. Really looking forward to dialing in my absolute best condition possible on April 28th, and I'm gonna end that here. Finish my meal, gonna do some posing practice, do a little cooking, computer work. I'm very blessed. Hope you guys are doing amazing, and I will see you guys next week.